really pressuring to fill those shoes that were before me. When she means young, I don't know if 23 is young, but my name is Maryam Ansari. I am, educationally speaking, I have a diploma in entrepreneurship. I have a fellowship in Heriot-Watt University in entrepreneurship, bachelor's degree in finance and accounting, and an executive program at Georgetown University. I know I'm starting with the boring stuff of my CV, but having said that, those things never really mattered. When I'm doing my own thing with Ittifaq, which is a legal tech startup, we automate the legal research process using artificial intelligence, which is completely out of my depth, as you can see. Everything is in entrepreneurship, finance, business. Nothing is related to legal or tech. And I started that journey, and I'm learning along the way, making a lot of mistakes. But I'm not as inspirational as I seem to be. I am just a 23-year-old, 22 at the moment. Yeah, I'll be 23 in a week. Trying to figure things out, be it in my personal life or the professional life. I'm human just like anyone else. I know a lot of people see me as like, wow, and Marala, she sees me as very inspirational and this amazing human being. But when I wake up in the morning, I look at myself, I'm like, how are people seeing me like that? Like, what's going on? Is there something extra on my face today? So it's amazing to feel that people see that kind of a belief in you before you can even. And that's why I'm here. But to be honest, the fact that you're sitting here in these seats, I applaud you, because you're seeing worth in yourself before other people are seeing. You're saying, no, I'm worth it to come to a place where I could grow and I could learn from. And I wish I had that courage that each and every one of you has, to keep going. I know how hard it is to just strive and, like, let the world do that friction to you with, your personality and everything. And I just am so amazed by women at times who are just lifting each other up as well. We're all here so supportive. I know a lady beside me, she hugged me, and I really felt loved. I really felt like when she was like, I love you, like, oh my God, yeah, like I feel, what's going on? Like, do we know each other from another life, karma or something? So this environment really feels like it's very supportive, and entrepreneurship can be a very lonely journey. Trust me, like I'm 22, I'm supposed to be going out with friends, and I'm not doing that. I'm spending time in the office, doing work until 2 a.m., and it's hard. Sometimes you burn out. Sometimes you are engulfed in so much emotions and so much negativity and so many people against you. I'll share a brief story with you. I was last year. I was going on a pitching conversation. I was going to go and present Ittifaq, my startup. It was a competition. And before I went there, I met this woman who's one of my competitors, and I've known her for a while now. And I'm like, hey, this is amazing. I'm a bit nervous to go upstairs and, pitch my idea in like 4 or 5 minutes. She's like, yeah, okay, that's amazing. You will do great. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I'm just a bit nervous because I really want this. 5 minutes later, she's sitting there with me and she's like, hey, Maryam, you seem very desperate to have this. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, you seem very desperate to have this, but you know what, you'll get it. At that time, I did not realize what was happening. Like, she was trying to like hit on my self-confidence and, in an indirect way. And so that really fueled me up. Like, I really got so distracted. I went to the washroom being like, oh my God, what did she just say to me? Like, desperation? Like, do I seem desperate? Now, rather than thinking about the pitch and, practicing it in my head, my script, I'm thinking about that woman and what she said, and she got in my head. She actually did. She moved that confidence. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So I'm like, I called my mom, I called someone else. I'm like, this is what happened. She's like, she's trying to get into your head. I'm like, why would you want to get into my head? Like, why? Like, you do you, I do me. So I go on the stage, I do my thing, she does her thing. And then we finish, and I'm standing down, and then she stands beside me, she's like, what's that smell? I'm like, yani, woman, calm down, like, stop with these shootings. And then I ended up winning. I ended up winning, and then we met later down the road, down the day, at another event, coincidentally, and she's out there being like, oh my God, this Maryam Ansari, she's my friend, she won today this competition, and it completely flipped. It completely flipped, and that was my first time ever experiencing the hatred women can have for each other, and the jealousy, and the, like, the flipping of it. So when I'm in this environment, I appreciate it as much as I think perhaps this is something I might want to leave you off with, is the world is a very cruel place at times. I knew that at a very young age. I hope I knew that at a younger age. There are many people who are out there to drag you down, be jealous, sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly, and sometimes they do it in a very friendly way. I'm sure you all know that. But entrepreneurship is worse. If you're trying to do your own thing, you're not protected by this corporate veil. And when you do that, you have VCs, you have these people who don't really care about you. Like, really, like, you think VCs care about you, investors care about you? They don't, really. They don't even see you as a human being. They see you as this money-making machine. So for me, I think these kinds of environments really make me feel like there's hope. There's people who could actually hug you and mean you that they love you, and people who really want to give back and really want to support you, as how Mirala did, even the 5 minutes of speech, being like, you're amazing, I want you to come. And that really makes me inspired, that makes me go through the negativity of it all. And I just hope that for everyone here, one thing or the other, you have these negative things happening in your life, at least one thing could keep you positive, be it this environment, or going to an event, or meeting someone for even 5 minutes that could really lift up your mood. I think that's amazing, and I wish I could help each and every one of you in any way I could. So please connect with me afterwards, even if it's like even if it's like a small message I could even give you. That's my hope.